I want it, then I want it, yeah, I want it, oh, I want it. And I won't look back, yeah, I don't care about the back home.
Hello there, it's Sanu, your IKEA enthusiast, back again. Nice to see you all.
Today, I'm sharing the brand new IKEA items for July. Popular items tend to sell out quickly, so if you want to stay ahead of the crowd, be sure to watch until the end.
Let's kick things off with this table lamp.
That's already gone viral in several countries.
I grabbed one myself. The sleek and modern design is fantastic. It also comes in black.
I know IKEA pretty well, but this lamp had a small catch. Just wanted to point it out. I got a few other items too. I'll show them later in the video. One of them was surprisingly fun.
Now about this lamp.
I looked at the manual and went,
Seriously?
who owns tools like this? In the past, IKEA often included small tools in the box. But maybe in the name of sustainability, they've stopped doing that. So, I ended up buying the tools separately. You really have to twist the parts tightly, so be prepared. Also, the lamp requires 3 light bulbs. That means it gets pretty bright, depending on which bulbs you choose. Personally, I chose ones with 440 lumens, which turned out to be very bright. But since I plan to use it as a reading light,
I'm actually happy with that.
if you're using it for ambience or to set a mood, a softer light might be better. It really gives off that modern hotel vibe.
Sleek and minimal. Well, depending on the hotel, I guess.
The light shines both upward and downward, which makes it ideal for reading. By the way, I was featured in this magazine in a special section on home interiors and storage.
Because of its simple design, it rarely fits into almost any room.
And speaking of things making a comeback, the SKUGGSTUBB bench is back. A lot of people have asked me about this one, and I'm happy to report it has returned.
Let's get back to what I saw in the store.
The colors this season are really nice. There's a new throw with a Nordic-style pattern. It's thin and lightweight, so perfect for warmer weather. Just tossing it on the sofa gives a stylish touch. Next to it was an orange one, also lovely, and made from 100% cotton.
The pattern felt bright and summery.
There were also pink and blue versions with a simpler design. If you use blue as an accent, you might like that one too. And they've added a slightly orange-toned cushion cover as well. It had a clean Nordic modern look. There's also this textured cushion cover, a new color from a popular series. It comes in soft orange and green, almost like sherbet shades. Only $4.99, which is a great deal. I have the white one at home, and its 3D texture really stands out. It adds a nice pop to any room.
So let's keep going. There are lots of more new items to check out.
There's a classic IKEA dinnerware line called OFTAST, which is one of their most popular staples. It's made of glass, thin, but incredibly durable. And the price is almost unbeatable, which makes it a go-to choice for people starting a new life or moving into a new place. It's compact too, so it doesn't take up much storage space. This time around, IKEA has released new colors and patterns in the OFTAST line. There's a green tinted version with green polka dots and a white one with black polka dots. Pretty bold, right?
I was honestly surprised.
I always thought OFTAST was all about clean white simplicity, but these patterns totally switch things up. There's also a solid green option, which has a nice soft tone. The original white version was only 79 cents, but these new designs cost about 2.5 times more. Still, if you look at how they're packaged, you can really tell how strong and thin these dishes are.
It's kind of wild actually.
I hear a lot of people say they've used this series for years without any chips or cracks, so clearly it lives up to the hype.
Now let's talk about FÄRGKLAR series. This one really caught my attention in a good way.
Some of the pieces now have a subtle gradient around the rim, and the colors are just beautiful. What's even better is that they're now sold individually. Until now, you could only buy them in sets of 4. This change is a big win. There's a good variety too. Smaller plates, larger ones, and even bowls with depth. Unfortunately, the Shibuya store didn't have the mugs in stock yet, but they are available in this series, and I've really been looking forward to seeing them in person.
They also released some dinnerware in darker, mute toned, moody and stylish.
I'd bought a black plate from the Stockholm collection and wanted another, but it was sold out. So when I saw this one, I thought, maybe this could work instead. The texture isn't matte like Stockholm, so it feels a bit different, but still looks great, especially for the price. At first, I assumed it was part of the GLADELIG series, but the name turned out to be different. Maybe they renamed it? GLADELIG has kind of a cool, stylish reputation. A lot of my friends who are into design own pieces from it, and they always look great on the table. These new ones are also sold individually, so you can easily get just what works for your household. Next, let's move on to the IKEA 365 Plus series. This one's actually used in IKEA restaurants too. It's known for being super simple and tough, and it looks like they've brought back the oval plates. Maybe not exactly the same as before, but something very similar. There are 2 sizes available now, and the minimal design makes them perfect for any type of meal. They'd even work for desserts. I remember some people were pretty upset when IKEA discontinued the oval shape a while back, so it's really nice to see it return. This series is really durable, great for everyday use, even if you're rough on dishes like I am.
By the way,
Remember that green glass that was super popular and sold out for ages? Well, it's finally back. And speaking of comebacks, here's another one that really surprised me. This $4.99 paper lampshade has returned. The name has changed a bit, but it looks almost identical to the original. When the larger version launched, I saw so many people online asking, wait, is the original discontinued? So I'm really glad it's back. I actually own the larger size, and because it's made of washi style paper, it gives off a lovely Japandi vibe, calm, minimal, and warm. Let's talk about artificial potted plant. Honestly, I think IKEA did a great job this season. Finding realistic looking artificial potted plant is hard, right? You don't want something that screams plastic, but buying online without seeing it first can be risky too. This time though, IKEA nailed it. The larger sized options were especially well done. I was also impressed with how compact the packaging was. I ended up buying 2. There are spots in my home that don't get enough sunlight, and placing real plants there would just be cruel, so I figured, why not make good use of artificial potted plant? One of the ones I got is a mint variety.
the leaf texture looks so real, or maybe it's just my aging eyes.
But I thought it looked really close to the real thing. And get this, it was only $1.99, tax included. For that level of detail and size, it's a steal. There was another one I picked up for $2.99. It had smaller leaves, which I think helps it look even more natural. IKEA's artificial potted plant are always budget friendly, which is great, but it also means the good ones sell out fast. So if something catches your eye, don't wait too long. Once it's gone, it's often hard to find again.
Now here's something a bit different.
This power strip extension cord, each country has its own version, customized for their local plug types. I think the design was inspired by tetrapods. You know, those coastal concrete structures. But in reality, it's super lightweight. At first, I thought it might need more weight to stay steady, but the shape actually gives it good stability, and it turned out to be surprisingly easy to use. There's this one corner of my room with no accessible outlet, so I figured this would be the perfect solution. Now I can finally charge my IKEA Bluetooth speaker over there too. Speaking of which, this speaker is a solid recommendation. It looks really sharp, and you can use it with or without a battery. Just plug it in and you're good to go. Even though this is technically a power strip, its design is nice enough that you can just leave it out in the open. And it doesn't ruin your room's vibe. It also comes in yellow, which looks even more playful and fun. So yeah, not your average extension cord. This one's got some personality. So many colorful items this season, really fun stuff.
Next, let's check out some of IKEA's new kitchen linens.
They've released fresh designs in the ever-popular RINNIG series. They'd look great as reusable lunch wraps too. Of course, like all RINNIG products, they come with a hanging loop. Super practical, and since they're consumables, the affordable price point is always appreciated. There were even some bold and bright patterns this time around. These seasonal textiles go fast, so grab what you like while you can. I've missed out before. There was a red one that looked white in parts, but in person it actually leaned more beige. Now on to the aprons, one of my favorite finds this season. I already own a different pattern from the same series,
And it's honestly amazing.
What makes this apron great is that it's made of polyester, so it's incredibly lightweight. Once you put it on, you barely feel it. Plus, it resists stains really well, so it stays looking fresh for a long time. I've had mine for years now, and it still looks practically new. And yes, I just toss it in the washing machine.
No problem. Next up, trays.
There was a blue one that had such a nice tone to it. This kind of item tends to rotate out with the seasons, so if you like it, grab it while you can. Just a heads up, this tray isn't dishwasher safe, so you'll need to hand wash it. There was also one with a fun motif that looked like either a sunny side-up egg or a flower, depending on how you see it.
Let's move on to the candle holders.
There was one that looked pretty plain at first glance, but once I saw it in person, I totally changed my mind. It has this subtle, iridescent glow, almost like an aurora effect. You can kind of see it in the light, it's hard to describe, but it's really beautiful. The set comes with 2 candle holders, and you can stack them to create a layered look. The colors are so well done, elegant, not flashy. There are 3 color options in total, and if you love purple, you're going to want this one. There's also a more neutral toned version, but that one wasn't available at the Shibuya store yet. The glass has a really nice finish, and it doesn't look cheap at all. And don't forget, at IKEA, you can also buy a wide variety of candles at super affordable prices, so it's worth picking up both the holders and some candles while you're there.
This time I visited IKEA Shibuya,
which is located just a short walk from Shibuya Station right near Japan's most famous scramble crossing, Shibuya is usually super crowded, but the IKEA store itself is surprisingly calm and comfortable. There's also a cafe space on the upper floor, and drinks are incredibly affordable. I totally recommend stopping by. If you're ever visiting Japan, IKEA Shibuya is definitely worth checking out. I've still got more new items to share, so stay tuned for the next one.
Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end.
And I'll see you again very soon in the next video.